okayfm 101.7.
Honorable Ras Mubarak, a former MP for Kumbungu. Na ye nene entwe enkomo no. Honorable Memoachi.
Kwa mejo so e.
Boko na so e.
Nyame na dum ye ho ye.
Ayi wa lanche matin, eja woso nko bio. Na me hu se what the write up bi abase. He shot himself in the nip. Na dia wo kan enchemu ni say.
Me da se na me ma etiefo nyina so ache. Dia tie ni se na abede di se no Alan kan se contest no onkobio. Na reasons are cited say contest no onkobio no say obu contest no ono na adwemu no your friends say takashibi ne etutrasem bi ne brutalities be ebebemu and for which reason he's withdrawing na kwame na kakra because Alan Chamantin was a member of government when in January 2019 Ayo was so West Wogo. You come bro among for and nipa bi kura epra omunan kura no you know and omo recover fully. Alan Chamantin was a senior member of the government when the verdict of the people of Ghana was stolen in the 2020 general elections. They see 2020 general elections. Na 77. Say if you onyankumu a o say if you dream. Abeto wo there. You know, you're crying over it. And as far as I'm concerned, having been a beneficiary of a fraudulent election, no, he's lost every moral right.
Oh, but how do you call it a fraudulent elections?
Oh, let me see 2020. One name say
oh, but you know there and one same called Supreme Court. It didn't say me batombo. When you say mremu Supreme Court no release say Nanado was duly elected for the second time as president. It you know you see the word fraudulent na. Oba mremu na obia no nya adwene.
Correct. The Supreme Court may have ruled. Supreme Court can give its ruling. Either it's entirely up to individuals to decide whether they agree with the Supreme Court or not.
Sure.
It's a matter of interpretation.
Sure.
Supreme Court na Ankasakra no. The justices of the Supreme Court disagree on issues that come before them. And yeah, then you know, imagine a court for court. What do I say? So it's a matter of opinion.
But the word fraudulent in America.
Okay, and I will withdraw the word fraudulent.
Thank you.
Now me use the word violence. Okay?
Okay.
Alan Chamantin was a beneficiary of a violent election. Nipa Efrimu. They are bearing the injuries, you know, from the 2020 election. When he never said anything, they never complained. On the other aspirants are Omuma and then Omusu said, Omu party no mono to trust them that win the election. It's so surprising. Where were they when all of these things were happening in the country? You know? And my position is that Alan Baumia, Dukadaya, Kennedy Japan, Dukadaya, they are all part of a gang of people who have collapsed our economy, a gang of people who have been beneficiaries of violent elections in our country. Obakaya, a senior police officer, at that time he was an ASC. I don't know his rank now. Nanka Bruce. Omuko Boone was Flagstaff House.
But say issue here. Some nyina mu de na bisi.
No, comment. The MPP
because me kai say, mo ka say mpanifo ko a meeting wo Kumasi a yewura Chama General said in Ketiana Mowa will be a quarter name Kwan Hoa near the idea. It is most political party here. So violent
a BC that in our history a senior police officer, emphasis, and I choose my words very carefully, a senior police officer in the rank of an ASP was beaten up. Kwame, a BC that in our history, from 1992, I call Kabima Minkabi Abamui, court proceedings, party, and Mebunu, it could disrupt the court process. Where was Alan Chamantin? Where was all the others who are now complaining of some creeping monster be taking over the MP? And these were the things for which we warned some of them. Say, they shouldn't think, say, Omo the year NDCT. It is normal. Echinano, ebi be ka omo. And they say, Eneno, ebi aka omo, omunyina omusuno. So as far as I'm concerned, I shed no tears, to him. It's unfortunate, say, in a party internal elections, people could be this violent. People could go about beating others in a party internal elections. It's most unfortunate, And so I withdraw. Politically, I don't see any opportunity for Alan to lead the MPP in the future. And I say this without, fear of contradiction.
By this gesture, no, when in the political career now.
So he can do one of two things.
okayfm 101.7.
He can decide to go with the party, but in terms of relevance, he will be relegated to the background. That is one. He can decide to break away from the MPP and run the 2024 elections as a presidential candidate. It's an option. As a matter of fact, his prospects politically are better and brighter if he breaks away than if he stays within the MPP. And
breaks away, sir, or break away no.
Either he runs as an independent candidate or forms his own party. And and then, over the composition of MPP executives, Omomuguta Dibre at the branch levels, all over the country, to constituency, to region, to national, predominantly, Dudwana Naukodi Nanado camp, and the Nanado Baumia camp, is the most aggressive, group within the MPP. They are the hawks within the MPP. What is happening? They are not willing to yield, authority of the party to anybody within the MPP. Okay? So, if he stays in 2024, 28, an opportunity to come back is next to zero. And OPA, and ASF, September 2023, Shorto will come back and have this conversation 4 years or 8 years from now. If I were him, probably he would look at some other opportunity of staying relevant politically, which is, sir, the conditions are not conducive enough for you to pursue your ambitions in your own political party. So, a party, party, no, you bro supporters. Who complain here, BNTR. You might as well advise yourself. And Kwame, this is not, as a matter of fact, history has repeated itself. These things had happened in previous elections within the party. What was the reason for Alan Chamantin's resignation in 2008?
Same reasons, yeah.
His supporters were intimidated. They were harassed, left, right, and center. So what are the chances for those who are saying, he should stay within the MPP and stay the comeback? What are the chances that the Hawks who lean towards the Adadanko Akufo-Addo camp would yield that camp for pro-Alan Kufuor group to take over. It's not happening, at least not in the next 8 years. That group, the Nanado camp, is also the most resourced camp. And in politics, whether you like it or not, the war chest, Sikana Yediya campaign, it counts. All right? So, as far as leading the MPP is concerned, it's finished.
Okay. Mame no ase anopay. Let's also Honorable Ras Mubarak. And I know atwetwe enkomo no.
OKFM 101.7.